facing me. Okay, starting off, we're gonna do a little bit of something called body hardening. We're gonna make our hands and feet a little bit tougher. First thing, to start off, you're gonna need a wall. So I've got a wall here, and we're gonna toughen up our knuckles. We're gonna toughen up the two biggest knuckles, these two. And here's where we're gonna start. So you're gonna take those two knuckles, and you're gonna do like you're doing a knuckle push-up, put just those two knuckles on the wall, try to have no other part of your hand touching. And then all you're gonna do is gonna walk your feet away and see how far out you can get and try and keep just those two knuckles on the wall. We're just gonna hang out here for a little while, maybe about 20 seconds. Five more seconds. And release. Okay, now we're gonna switch to our feet. I'm gonna go over to the wall. I'm just gonna face the wall. I'm not gonna kick it hard. I'm just gonna tap the top of my foot, maybe my shin. Generally, it's gonna be the top of your foot. And you're gonna kick lightly the top of your foot into the wall. Do about 20 kicks or so. When you're done, do the other leg. Okay, when you're done with that, now we're gonna go back to knuckles. We're gonna do, again, two knuckles, but now just one hand. And once you have that, again, walk your feet away. You have just those two knuckles leaning against the wall. And we're gonna hang out here not quite as long, just about 15 seconds. And again, try and have just those two knuckles, the ones you hit with, the two biggest ones. This is unpleasant, that's okay. It's supposed to be 5 more seconds. You'll survive. And switch. Other side, two biggest knuckles, lean. Okay, now we're gonna switch back to your feet. Bottoms of your feet are pretty tough, so we're just gonna focus on snap kick foot positioning. So I'm gonna do a snap kick. My toes are pulled back and my ankle is straight. That increases the reach and then less of my foot is hitting. So we're gonna do that. And all we're gonna do, hold this for a little bit. We're gonna hold it just on the wall. And then all you're gonna do is gonna push off and try and land with that same foot position. If you're wearing shoes, just angle your foot somewhat like this, though you're not gonna be able to pull your toes back as much. I'm just gonna do that about 10 times. So toes are pulled back, push off. It's like you're tiptoeing on the wall. Do about 10 times on one leg, then 10 times on the other. Don't kick holes in your wall. Have your ankle as straight as you can, toes pulled back as much as you can. If you haven't already, switch, other leg. Again, toes pulled back, ankle is straight. And push off enough that you balance for a second until you get your foot back on. Okay, now we're gonna go back to fists, and we're gonna do something similar with our fists. So you're gonna have your knuckles on the wall, and then you're gonna push your body off. They're gonna go back, knuckles on the wall, push your body off. And we're gonna do this 20 times per side. So it's gonna be a little bit quicker. So knuckles on, push, back on, push. And you wanna push hard enough that your whole body moves away from the wall. Make sure it's just your two biggest knuckles. That was 20 for me. So if you're going about as fast as I am, then switch to the other hand. If your fist is tight when you push, it can be relaxed, but right when you push, run it to be pretty tight. And always when you're punching, you breathe out, short, sharp breath from your gut. So even though we're not completely punching, you still want to push. And it should feel like you're using your body too, not just your arm. If your whole body isn't moving away, that means you're not usually punching with your whole body. So you're kind of turning your hips into it. And so your hips are pushing you away a little bit. A few more. 2 biggest knuckles only. Okay, now we're gonna go the roundhouse kicks we did before. We're gonna be facing the wall. We're gonna do a roundhouse kick, boom, and just lightly tap the wall. And we're gonna do just 5 per leg. Whole body turns, tap, top your foot on the wall. And then as soon as you get 5, switch to the other side. Make sure you're not hitting with your toes. Toes are pointed, ankles pointed. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, snap kick. Again, don't kick the wall hard, you don't wanna break it. You're just gonna pick up your foot, kick, and make it a little bit of a push to make sure you're pushing enough and not trying to blast a hole in it. So push off the wall. You still want this ankle extended, toes retract position. 5 per leg. So you haven't already switched other leg. Okay, now we're gonna go to knife hands. So I'm just gonna take my hand, I'm gonna do a little chop with, this is the knife hand right here. That side of the hand is gonna chop into the wall. I'm gonna do that 10 times. Chop, and do a little push off. Chop, push, chop, push. If you haven't already, switch hands. Okay, next we're going to palm heels. On a palm heel, you hit with this part right down here. So you're going to put that part against the wall and again, push yourself off with it. So your hand is turned out and back, and push yourself off. You can push yourself off pretty hard. But notice when I'm pushing, I'm using, my hips are where the push comes from, not from my arm bending. My arm is already mostly straight when I put it on. I'm pushing with my hips. More. And then other hand. Okay, now we're gonna go back to kicks. We're gonna go to the side kick. So first, just walk on the edges of your feet like this, like they're ice skates. We're just gonna walk around for 30 seconds or so. If you're wearing shoes, careful. If you're wearing shoes, you might just kick one foot. We're gonna do that next, but keep walking. When you do a side kick, this is kind of the angle your foot is at. Just a little bit of difference, but it's mostly this. Okay, now we're just gonna stand in place and just kick your heel into the ground with your foot still like this. So you're doing the edge of your foot, bottom of the foot's off the ground. Just do it about 10 times. And do the other side. Okay, now we're gonna go to the wall and we're gonna start with your foot on the wall. Your leg is a little bit bent. Get the edge of your foot on and push yourself away. This is 5 times per side. Get the edge of your foot on, side kick position, push. Push hard enough that you kind of fly off the wall. But remember, you don't want to kick it. You don't want to put holes in your wall. If you haven't already, switch other side. So again, edge of your foot, push, launch off the wall. Short, sharp breath every time you impact the target. Okay, good. Now we're gonna do back kick. You're gonna have your back to the wall, and all you're gonna do, put your foot on the wall behind you, and then push, like you're sprinting off the wall. You wanna have it pretty high. Try and get it at least as high as your rear end, and then push, at least your heel is that high. Again, I'll do it 5 times per side. Feel kind of like you're sprinting, pushing off the wall. You might actually end up running a couple steps. Then switch legs if you haven't already. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go back to knuckles. And we're gonna fight with the wall, but only light taps. So I'm just gonna go tap, tap, tap. I can mix up my combinations however I want, but I just want little light taps, just barely making contact with the target. You are not punching, just tapping it. If you want, you can push off a little bit, but only taps, no actual punches. I'm just gonna do this for a little while. We'll do it for about 30 seconds or a minute. If you want to shadow box yourself, you can move around a little bit. So aim for the same target, but move your upper body around. Might throw the same hand in a row a couple times. Make sure your wrist is straight. Your hands aren't winding up. They just go straight forward from your shoulders. Keep going, moving around. Punching about the height of your neck. Okay, good. Now, we're gonna get in a fight with the wall, kicking it. And all of these, I want you to do light. So you're not gonna kick super hard. Again, we don't wanna put holes in the wall or hurt your foot if you hit a stud. So you can do front kicks, do a little push. You can go up and do a side kick. You can do a roundhouse kick, shoot up to the side. Or you can do a back kick, turn your back, and push off the wall. So every time you kick the wall, it's like it's a superhero. You kick it, and you're the one that goes flying. You go up and kick it again, and it pushes you off. And you're just gonna fight the wall, just kicking it for, I don't know, same thing, about 30 seconds or a minute. Boom. So remember, you have snap kicks, side kicks, front or back kicks, and roundhouse kicks. Okay, now you're gonna throw in some punches, and if you want, you can move to the side and do some chops. Oh, we forgot one. It's hammers. So hammer is another good weapon. It's just like a chop, but your fist is closed. So we're gonna do a couple of hammers. Just standing here, whereas chop was with this hand, hammer goes outside, bonk. And let's do about 10 per side. Again, tighten your fist right at the moment of impact, right where it squishes. Tighten that part. And then switch to the other hand. Make sure your hips are turning. If it's just your arm, then you're just gonna annoy them. The power comes from your hips. Okay, now we're ready to fight the wall. So you can do jabs and reverse punches and chops and hammers and side kicks, front kicks, roundhouse kicks, and back kicks. We're just gonna fight the wall for about a minute, then we'll take a break. So when you're ready, go. Oh, palm heels too, don't forget those. A little bit longer. Roundhouse kicks, front kicks, back kicks, snap kicks, jabs, reverses, chops, hammers, palm heels. Okay, good. And give that poor wall a break. Facing me, check it. Yeah, okay, take a 1 minute break, come back. We're gonna do something different. And start heading back. Okay, we're gonna run through the first 2 forms real quick. If you already have them down, then you can go on your own. And if you're gonna go on your own, you already have it, you're gonna do it air, fire, earth, and water style, air style. So you're doing Iljong, no stopping, no fists, no tension, just flow from one move to the next. And we'll do this too later after we practice it. So you want to look like you're doing Tai Chi. Everything's fluid. Fire, you do the same thing, but fire flickers. Still flowing. Still no fists. Fire doesn't make fists. So fire, earth, everything solid, everything resisted. Then water, all those put together. It flows like air, then flicks like fire and turns solid like earth. And try and get that relaxation. Boom, earth, air, fire, earth, air, fire, earth. And if you get through Iljong doing that, you can do it with other forms. If you don't know what that means or you don't know those forms very well, don't worry. We're gonna do Take Iljong, the yellow belt form. We're gonna do it 2 or 3 times. We're gonna do the first 5 moves, first 10 moves, then we're gonna do the whole thing. Then we'll do the whole thing the way we just showed it. So starting off, Jumbi, Take Iljong. This is the black stripe for yellow belt. And we'll go nice and slow. First thing, your feet are nailed to the ground. Turn to your left, off to the side. Protect your front leg. Then walk forward 1 step. They try to kick you in the leg, punch them. Walk backwards 1 step, turn around, protect that leg. Walk forward, punch that guy. Now take your front foot, stretch it out to the front towards me. Protect your leg, other hand punches. Okay, there's the first 5. Now we're gonna do 10. 5, 10. Okay, for me, take Iljong, turn to the side, block, step forward, punch. Walk backwards, protect your leg. Walk forward, other hand punch. Stretch out to the front, protect, and punch on the same move. So that was last time. Now we're gonna take our other hand, punch yourself in the ear, step up, you think you're done, But when you look over your arm, here's someone coming to kick you in the belly. Swing your arm down. In the process, it hits your other arm, knocks it down. Then I'm going to walk forward, take your back foot, make it your front foot, and then other hand punches. You think you're done, so you walk away. When you turn this arm, you forget it and leave it out. It swings across, but luckily they're going to kick you, and it blocks, protects your belly. And they went to kick you, so walk forward, back foot becomes your front foot, other hand punches. And let's stretch out again. Take your front leg, stretch it out to the front, protect it and punch. Okay, there's 10. Now we're going to do 16. Whole form. Ready? Junbi. Taeguk Iljang. Turn in place, feet are nailed to the ground, protect your front leg. They came to kick you, so you step forward and punch them. Walk away, but turn, they go to kick this leg, protect it, step forward, punch them. Now you're tired from all this kicking and punching, stretch your leg out to the front, but then they come to kick it, block and punch. This one stays out aiming, the other one punch yourself in the ear, step up, look over this way, what is it? Oh, it's someone to kick you in the belly. This arm comes down, hits your other one, it falls away. Now you walk towards them, they want to kick you in the belly, punch them with the other hand. You think you're done, walk away, you turn, arm swings across, oops, there's someone, protect your belly. Walk forward one step, punch them. Take your front foot, giant stretch to the front, protect it and punch. Okay, now this is new. Step up, you think you're done again, but you look over at this arm now, someone's coming to chop you in the head, protect your head. Well, they came to hit you in the head, so you kick them in the head, land towards them, and punch them in the belly too. And then you walk away, and when you turn, here comes someone doing the same thing. Protect your head, kick them in the head, punch them in the belly. Now there's a string tied from your hand to your foot. You're really tired, you want to be done, so pick it up, swing it away from me, back towards where we started, protect your leg, giant step, hop, punch, and then Pado, open your hands, turn in place, step backwards, hands float up, hands float down. Okay, so if you're done with air, fire, water, earth on Iljang, then I recommend moving on to Samjang, which we'll do in a little bit. But for everybody else, we're gonna do this form again, and we're gonna do it air style. So we're gonna do it like we're doing Tai Chi. Okay, so now we're not gonna stop. So ready? Tai Chi style, my hands float up and then go down. I turn, my hand floats down. I step forward and just stick my hand forward. I walk away, that arm drops. I walk forward, stick that hand forward. I do a giant stretch to the front, this arm drops, the other one goes forward, step up. This arm swings across, step forward, other one goes forward, walk away, this one swings across, walk forward, other one goes forward, stretch it out to the front, this one goes down, other one goes forward, step up, this one floats up, kick and stick this one out, walk backwards, it floats up, kick, this one goes forward, string tied to your foot still, pick it up, swing it away from me, back towards where you started, put it down, step, boom, and then turn, and you're done. Okay, so that is yellow belt, white stripe, and let's do it one more time. We're gonna do earth style. So get ready. Earth style, you do it like you're buried up to the neck in mud, or you can think about you're in molasses, or my favorite, imagine there's an evil psychic. They're a martial arts psychic. They're trying to control your body and make you do this form, and you don't want to do it. So you're fighting as hard as you can, but they're just a little bit stronger than you. So earth style. Junbi. Okay, so I turn to the side. I don't want to turn. My arms are coming up. I don't want it to come up. But now it wants to go down. I don't want it to go down. I'm fighting it. Oh, they won. Now they make my back foot. They make it unstick from the floor. They're stepping forward. I don't want to step forward. Oh, they step forward. I don't want to punch. Don't want to punch. Don't want to punch. Oh, they made me punch. Now they're dragging my foot backwards. Don't let it go. They're turning my body around. And then this arm's going down. Don't let it go down. It's going down. Now they take my back foot. They're dragging it forward. And they're pulling my hand. I don't want it to punch. Don't want to punch. Don't want to punch. They drag my foot away. Resist it. They're dragging your foot away towards me. And now they're dragging your arm down towards your foot. Fight it. Now this other arm, they're dragging it forward. Don't let them do it. Fight it. Fight it. Now they're dragging this foot up. Don't let them drag your back foot up. They got it. They're turning your body. Fight it. Other arm is pulling across. Don't let it do it. They got your left arm. Now they're dragging your back foot forward. Now they're dragging your other hand. They're dragging your foot backwards again. Don't let them drag it. They're turning you. Fighting it, fighting it. This other arm swinging across. Fight it, fight it. They got it. They're dragging your foot forward again. Don't let them drag it. Dragging your other hand. Fighting it, fighting it, fighting it. Now they got your front foot. They're dragging it off towards me. Don't let them drag it. They're dragging it far. They're really dragging it. Now they're dragging your arm down towards your foot. And they're pulling your other hand. Fight it, fight it, fight it. And they're pulling your back foot up, pulling it, pulling it. And then this arm, they're lifting it up, like they're trying to lift you up by your arm. Now they got your foot. They're picking it up, like they're trying to pick you up by your foot. And then they're putting it down. You don't want them to put it down. Oh, they put it down. Okay, they got your arm. They're pulling it. Don't let them pull it. They're dragging your foot backwards. They're turning you, turning. They're lifting your arm up. Don't let them lift it up. Oh, they got your foot again. Picking up your back foot. They're picking it up. But then they put it down. Don't let them put it down. They're pulling your hand. Don't let them. Now they have your hand and your foot. They're pulling them both away from me. They got both your front hand and front foot. Don't want to move it. They're moving it. Moving it. They're pulling it down. Now the other hand, they're dragging your hand and your foot at the same time. And we survived. Okay. So there is Take Iljong. We're going to do it 2 more times. We're going to do it as a speed form. We're going to do the whole form in about 25 seconds. Then we're trying to have that and do the whole thing in about 12 seconds. So get ready, about 25 seconds. If you get lost, just try and jump in wherever you can. Take Iljong, ready, go. Turn and block, step and punch. Walk backwards, block, step, punch. Giant step, block, and punch. Step up, turn, arm swings across and block. Walk forward, other one, punch. Walk backwards, turn, block, walk forward, other one, punch. Giant step, block, and punch. Step up, high block, kick, and punch. Walk backwards, high block, kick, and punch. String tie to your hand and foot, swing it back, block, step, pow, and punch. And follow. Okay, that was pretty close. Good luck. Whole thing. I can do it in about 10 seconds, so you can keep up. Take Iljong. And sit up, turn block, step and punch, turn and block, step and punch, giant step, block, punch, step up, reverse block, reverse punch, reverse block, reverse punch, giant step, block, punch, turn, high block, kick, punch, high block, kick, punch, turn your foot, front stance, block, punch, out, and technique. Did you make it? Me? Yeah. Okay. So, wow, that went fast. We're out of time for beginners class, so facing me. Good night.